Tulasi Ramanachari Jayo Radha Madhava Jaya Kunjali Rani Jayo Radha Madhava Radha Madhava Rani Jayo Jagannatha Jaya Baladeva Subhadramayi Jaya Sudarsana Jaya Krishna Balaram Jaya Krishna Balaram Krishna Balaram Jaya Krishna Balaram Jaya Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Om Majnana Simrandasya Jnananjala Chalakya Satsuramanitam Vena Tasme Shri Guruve Namah Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Papitam Mena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamaya Kadamisham Padakam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavamsa Shri Rupam Sagardatam Saganadasta Raghunatham Santam Samsajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Deva Shri Radha Krishna Pada Sagana Lalita Shri Visakamsa He Krishna Karna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopeshta Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namaste Sapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vishabhanusade Devi Pranamami Haribre Vancha Kalpatirupeksa Kripa Sundevacha Patitana Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namah Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Mahachari Gautanga Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Narayana Naran Seva Naratam Devim Saraswati Vyasam Tato Mudire Natya Praya Svadre Nityam Bhagavata Deva Bhagavati Uttama Sloke Bhakti Pavasare Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Nanda Gopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namah Hare Krishna, welcome all the devotees for the Nityam Bhagavata Seva. I seek blessing from all the devotees so that I will speak Bhagavatam in Parampara for the pleasure of Krishna and the devotee and my own purification. Hare Krishna. So today we will be discussing about the first canto, 18th chapter, sloka number 14. It's one more nectarian of sloka. Very interesting. In this sloka we will be discussing about Krishna's names are qualities and pastimes are satisfying and not satisfying. So how do we understand about this? So let's move forward. So you can follow the sloka recitation. Ko nama kripat rasvat katayam bahat sama ekanta pranayasya nanutam gunanam anugasya jakmur yogeshwaraye bhavan padma mukaya ko nama kripat rasavit katayam mahatam katan prayaksarya nantam gunanam anugasya jakmur yogeshwaraye bhavan padam muktaya ko nama tripat rasavit katayam mahatama ekanta prayanasya nanatam gunanam anugasya jagamur yogeshwaraye bhava padma mukaya. Word by word meaning. Ka, who is he? Nama, specifically prepared, get fully satisfied. Rasavit, expert in relishing the mellow nectar. Kathayam, in the topics of Mahatama, the greatest among the living beings. Ekanta, exclusively. Parayanasya, of one who is shelter of na never, Attam, end. Gunanam, of attribute, Anugasya, of the transcendental Jagamu, could ascertain Yoga Ishvaraha, the Lord of mystic power, Ye, all the Bhava, Lord Shiva, Padma, Lord Brahma, Mukayaha, heads. Translation and purport by His Grace H.G.Murari Bhakta Prabhu. Translation. The personality of God as Lord Sri Krishna, Govinda, is exclusively shelterer for all the great living beings, and his transcendental attributes cannot even be measured by such masters of mystic power as Lord Shiva and Lord Brahma. Can anyone who is expert in releasing nectar, rasa, ever be fully satisfied by hearing the topic about him? That's the question. The purport is that Lord Shiva and Brahma are the two chief of demigods. They are fully of mystic power. For example, Lord Shiva drank an ocean of poison, of which one drop was sufficient to kill an ordinary living being. Similarly, the Brahma could create many powerful demigods, including the Lord Shiva. So they are Ishwaras, or the Lord of the universe. But they are not supreme powerful. The supreme powerful is Govinda, Lord Krishna. He is the transcendental, and his transcendental attribute cannot be measured even by such a powerful Ishvara as Shiva and Brahma. Therefore, Lord Krishna is the exclusive shelter of the greatest of living beings. Brahma is counted among us of the living beings, but he is the greatest of all of us. And why is the greatest of all living beings so much attached to the transcendental topics of Lord Krishna? Question. Because he is the reservoir of all enjoyment. Everyone wants to release some kind of the taste in everything, but the one who is engaged in transcendental loving service of the Lord can derive unlimited pleasure from such engagement. The Lord is unlimited, and his name, attributes, pastime, entourage, vertigousness, etc. are unlimited, and those who release them can be do so unlimitedly and still not feel satisfied. That is a fact is confirmed in the Padma Purana. Ramante yogino ananta satyananda chit atmane iti rama padaneshu param brahma ite yeah. The mystic derives unlimited. The meaning is the mystics derive unlimited transcendental pleasure from the absolute truth, and therefore the supreme absolute truth, the person of Godhead, is also known as the Rama. There is no end to such a transcendental discourse. In mundane affairs, there is a law of satisfaction, but in transcendental, there is no such satisfaction. Suta Goswami desires to continue the topic of Lord Krishna before the sages of Naimisharanya, and the sages also express their readiness to hear from him continuously. Since the Lord is transcendent and his attributes are transcendental, such discourse increases the respective mood of the purified audience. Hare Krishna, welcome once again for the Nitya Bhagavad Seva. This is very interesting and a nectarian verse in the SrimadBhagavatam. We'll be discussing how names of the Krishna pastimes are satisfied and unsatisfied. This was spoken by the sages of Naimisharanya to Suta Goswami. Krishna topics are so releasable. You can go on hearing it such that you never get saturated. You never say that I can't take it anymore or release anymore. It never happens. We have material experience. Anything is nice. How long, how much we can eat? 1 jamun, 2 jamun, 5 jamun. After that 10 jamun comes, you will start vomiting. Similarly, when you hear a nice material song, 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, slowly you will get saturated. You will feel bored of that song. So this is what the material. But when you compare to the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, people chant never stops. People chanted for 30 years, 40 years, 50 years. Still they get the taste of chanting it every day. So this is the difference between the mundane sound vibration to the nectarian Krishna's name. They never get bored or saturated. We never, there is something about it. The difference from the material sound vibration, so that the topic about Krishna is like that. You will never get saturated or bored by hearing again and again. Wonderful qualities Krishna's does not have any bad qualities. Krishna means all good qualities only. There is no question of bad qualities. So these qualities are innumerable. The topmost demigods like Shiva and Brahma, they are like servant of Krishna, and so Krishna is filled with so many qualities that they cannot able to count it. So Lord Brahma and Shiva, they have the chief of the demigods. When you talk about the glories of Lord Shiva, Mount Mantara churning in the ocean, Milky Ocean, there's initially some dirt started coming out. So those dirts are nothing but a poison. Okay, so all the demons and demigods, they were puzzled with what to do with the poison. So they pleaded Shiva to help them. So Shiva came and he collected all the poisons and put it in a drop in his hand. So, and then put it in his mouth, and he stopped. He kept it in the neck. So that's why his name is also Neelakanta. So this mystic power is only possible with Shiva. So such a powerful people. And when you compare to Lord Brahma, Brahma is a secondary creator. He created all the bodies of the living beings initially. And also he created innumerous universe and living entities. And he created a very powerful demigods like Shiva and Indra and so many people, Varna. So such a mystic people, they have so much of mystic power. In spite of that also, they can't able to count the qualities of Krishna. How much quality is there? Unlimited. Even Krishna himself don't know what all his qualities are there. So such a Krishna means the name, form, quality, so much of thing is there. So Brahma, Shiva takes the shelter of Lord Vishnu. In this world, there is nobody can give as much enjoyable as discuss talking about remembering pastime of Krishna. So there is nothing can give pleasure compared to the Krishna's Leela to any material things. So much of transcendental pastimes are there. There are different kind of activities people perform for happiness, but the quantity of happiness available in the material world is very, very, very less. So they try to do that too. Material people generally they say, okay, if I go for trekking, mountain climbing, I'll be happy. Some people say that if I go for jogging in a beach, I'll be happy. So they will going on adventuring at of material happiness, which is nothing is there. And end of the day, they are frustrated. Whereas the happiness of the spiritual world is unlimited. Those who release the Lord holy name, Lord's spiritual activities, Lord's qualities, if they learn and understand, whoever releases, they can release unlimitedly, and there is no limit and no saturation. So that is where the important, there is no saturation. So yogis who are engaged in yogic practice, they get unlimited transcendental pleasure when they chant the holy name of Rama. So Rama means giving pleasure. That is the exact meaning. By chanting, hearing, remembering the pastime of Lord so many ways, they derive unlimited happiness. Suta Goswami continued the topic of Lord Krishna, and sages of Naimishan also wholeheartedly agree to hear the pastime of Krishna. Here the Guru and Shishya, both are on the same platform. So in SrimadBhagavatam, first canto, third chapter, Sukadeva Goswami was answering the 6 questions, and at the end he said that you are eager to hear about Krishna. I am now going to narrate the SrimadBhagavatam, which I heard from the Sukadeva Goswami when he was talking to Parikshit Maharaj. So Suta Goswami, he wanted to continue the glories of Krishna, SrimadBhagavatam, because the sages are so much interested to hear the pastimes of Krishna. The Sukadeva Goswami is ready to recite. What about the sages? Are they ready to hear? Yes. Kindly speak more and more. There is no bore. It is not at all boring us. Kindly speak. Both are Sukadeva and eager to speak, and sages are eager to hear. This is a perfect combination. So when the speaker and the audience should sync with the Krishna's pastime, then that is a perfect match. Who is there to who is satisfied with any amount of Krishna Katha? Yes, there is a lot of satisfaction to hear about Krishna, but whatever may be the amount of hearing, a devotee might not satisfy. He is not bored. His heart is aspired to hear more and more about the Krishna. So the more he hears about Krishna, the more eager will grow unlimitedly. The glories of Krishna, the pastimes of Krishna, names of Krishna is never and never. It's a pastimes of Krishna are newer and newer and fresh in the heart of the devotee. So that we have to say that every time Krishna Kathas people are hearing, they hear like a new again and again. That's how when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was hearing the pastime of Prahlad Maharaj and the Guru Maharaj, he's not got bored of that. The Leelas are so nectarian, again and again they want to hear. So they feel that it is newer and newer and again it looks like a fresh. One is one is absolutely experienced this. One is to experience the rasa, obliged to experience the rasa. The rasa means exchanging of mellow between the Lord and the devotees. So one can observe in the mind of beautiful nectarian glories the pastime of Krishna and never bored. Heart is not saturated and satisfied by any amount of hearing. So the heart of the devotee is never saturated and satisfied by the amount of hearing. So more they hear, more they get satisfied. The Supreme Lord Krishna is the only one object of shelter of the great Mahatma, a highly purified soul. The great devotee, very advanced spiritualist, actually find shelter at the lotus feet of the Krishna. It is called Bhakta Ekanta Prayana. There is no end for the quality of Krishna. Krishna is unlimited qualities, wonderful pastimes and innumerable names. One of his incarnation, Ananta, who is thousands and thousands of food, he glorifies time immemorial. And Sesha could not complete the glories of the Krishna in spite of numerous enumerations of qualities of Krishna, unlimited and relishable. The great yogis like Shiva and Brahma, even they can't understand the glories of the Krishna. How vast the Krishna's glories? They hear glories of Krishna which satisfy them, more taste to them, but no one can claim that I know everything about Krishna. Even Krishna doesn't know how glorious he is. Name he have, pastimes he have, activities and every qualities of Krishna result in a new name of Krishna. The names of the Krishna, Rupa, glories are unlimited, relishable by the pure devotee. No one can satisfy the hearing about Krishna. The conclusion of this sloka is, there is a complete satisfaction of the heart only by hearing about the Krishna. There is a complete satisfaction of heart only hearing about Krishna. There is no satisfaction of hearing about the Krishna also. So there is one side is satisfaction, other side is not satisfied also. These two simultaneously possible. So one will never be bored or will not direct one's attention towards any other topics. So people who are talking about Krishna, listening about the glories of Krishna, they will not get taste of other topics. So they will not get the attention of other things. So once one gets addicted to the process of hearing about Krishna, that is what the beautiful sloka teaches about the Krishna. Hare Krishna. Grantaraj SrimadBhagavatam ki jai. So the essence of this is that hearing the Krishna's katha, we will glories and pastime. We will get both satisfaction and unsatisfaction. By unsatisfaction, we start hearing more and more. And by satisfaction, that increases Vitu Prabhu. By satisfaction, we try to hear more because by unsatisfaction, we will start hearing more and more. Correct.